Hello world, and thanks for joining me again here on John's Amazing Trains. Now, I have just checked on my YouTube channel. When I uploaded the very first video was in November of 2011. Now that tells me that I roughly started getting back into model railway and collecting it again about a year before, so that would be 2010. Now that also tells me that everything that I've got and everything that I've collected and everything that you've seen and are to see to come has all happened in roughly an 8-year period. Prior to that, I didn't even have a faceplate, let alone a piece of track. Now also during this period of time, on the YouTube videos, I have said just a few times that I don't want to get into seriously doing unboxing and reviewing, because there's a lot of good reviewers out there doing that, so I kind of wanted to stay away from that, apart from I have said on odd occasions, and I think those odd occasions are probably, well, I've got 176 videos running as of today, so I've probably done maybe 6, which is not a lot, and as like I said, I don't really want to get into doing that very often unless it's something a little special. Nevertheless though, something I realised that I actually don't think I've ever done, and that is showing you new items, new additions to the collection. So for the first time ever, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's new to the collection over the past 4 or 5 weeks, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. And just one point worth mentioning here is because I'm doing this downstairs in my workshop, and this is obviously the workshop bench, but it's not an environment which is good for getting loads of delicate items out, locomotives, whatever, and leaving them all out. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll do one at a time. I'm not going to review them, I just want to show you them, and we'll do them one at a time, then I can put them back safely in the boxes and then move on to the next one. So I'll just edit in between each of the items. So come on, let's do it. Here we go. Okay, for your first one then, I've had this about 4 days now, and it came off eBay, and it's actually brand new, never run, only been out the box to have the photo done, and I got it for about 200 quid, so that's pretty good, I think. I'll let you have a look, I'll bring it up, and like I said, I'm not going to review them, I'm just going to let you have a look, and I'll just tell you the basics. Right now, this is a Garrett. Now the thing is with this, these were designed and built to basically for freight purposes, mainly coal, and they were built like this. This is a 260-062, and they were done to try and have a lighter locomotive with enough power to equal 2 locomotives. In other words, it was due to replace double heading because of certain amount of weight on certain tracks in certain areas around around the world, really, because these were used around the world. So that's a Helgen, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it runs absolutely amazing. So if you want to know more about the Garrett, all you got to do is Google it and have a read of it. Very interesting to do that. This is obviously in LMS black. Whoops, banged the camera. Right, okay, I'll keep editing like I said, and we'll move on to the next one. Oh, sorry guys, and I just remembered I didn't want to take it out of the packing here because it's articulated and it kind of all falls apart if you're not careful, so I thought the best option would be to leave it in the bubble pack in there and keep it nice and safe. Also, as I say, if you want to learn more about the Garrett, it's called a Bayer Garrett really, and then you can Google it and have a look and a read. So right, let's move on to the next one. And I also forgot to tell you about the Garrett that is the non-revolving bunker one, so again a bit of information there I forgot to add in. Right, okay, here's your second one. I've had this about a month. This is a Hornby, Duchess of Sutherland, obviously brand new, a highly detailed one. So let the camera focus so you can have a good look. Again, I don't see any point in taking them out of the packing because I'm only showing you the items, and well, a lot of you will know that some of them are quite delicate, but beautiful. LMS black, 7p there. Yeah, she's an absolute corker. Yeah, lovely, super detail by Hornby. They do some good stuff. They do some cheaper stuff, but they do some good stuff as well. There you go then. So that's number 2, Duchess of Sutherland. Next up, we've got this beautiful Backman Class B1 Impala as you can see on there, 61002 in Doncaster Green. Now this came from a railway exhibition which was here in Nottingham not that long ago, about 3 or 4 weeks back. And you know what it's like, guys, you go into one of these swap meets or exhibitions and you just have to buy something. So this is what I ended up buying that day. Yeah, it was 50 quid. I thought it was quite reasonable at that. The only thing I did notice, and I did actually spot this before I bought it, is that somebody has changed those wheels there. It looks to me like, well, obviously that's correct, the green ones, the Doncaster green wheels there, but this one's black, and up here in this top corner there's obviously another black one there, so it must have lost that wheel at some point in time there, and whatever happened, I don't know, but obviously somebody's replaced it with that. But that's not a big deal. I can certainly sort that out. If I can't do it, my friend Eric in Slovenia certainly will for me, just to get it to look the same as the other wheel. But yep, that's that one. Really cool. Very pleased with it. I've not run any of these locomotives yet. Well, I say that, I have checked them and I have tested them, but I haven't physically run them and videoed them yet. But of course, I've still got tons of stuff to show you, so that's going to go on for the next few years. So yeah, cool. Next one coming up. Change of country now for this one. I know everybody's not going to be liking it, because I know obviously it is American, but yeah, this one came through. This is again brand new. I got this off eBay at a very good price. Never run, but I am an absolute fan of the GG1. I've got a soft spot for it, so I do like collecting all the different liveries and the different different types. But this, to say, is brand new. This is an IHC, which stands for International Hobby Corp, but it's made in Slovenia, so it pretty much is River Rossi or Mihano. It's the same thing really, but as you can see, it's in superb mint condition. It's obviously Amtrak 929, but this is a black one and I didn't have a black one, so I was very pleased to get that. Yeah, it is in superb condition, absolutely. So very, very, very pleased to get that. So that's another one to the collection. I've had that again probably about 4 or 5 weeks now. Okay, let's see what the next one is. Okay, staying in the Americas, last week I bought 3 Dash 9s off of eBay here in the UK, which is very rare you see them. They're all Kato, so they're all brilliant, and this is the first one of them. I'll just bring it up and have a look. This is Chicago Northwestern. She should clock all right there. I don't see any point in taking it out the polystyrene because it's only going to look the same on the other side, but you know, I can show you anyway. Great slogan look, Operation Lifesaver, numbered 8659. Now the only thing is the rear railing is off, as you can clearly see. It's missing there, but it's not missing, it's just come off. The Kato and Atlas and manufacturers of these kind of locomotives generally say, you know, you just get the pots off the sprue and you just fit them and they stay on. Well, personally I prefer to glue them on, and obviously that's come off in transit or whatever, but it's no big deal. I can glue that on my own way when I'm ready, but other than that it's perfect. Of course they have been track tested, so yeah, that's your third one there. Oh no, it's about the fourth I think. Whatever, that's the next one. Now here we have a real eBay snippet. Now let me explain. You can imagine the situation. It's late at night, I'm on eBay, I'm looking for things, I'm having a whiskey and a smoke, I'm chilling out, and I know, and I'm not going to lie to you, I will always be honest about everything. First of all, let me just diverse slightly, because the series of the box sets from the beginning of 1955 onwards, obviously that's ongoing. Most of the time I do have virtually everything to do the jobs of these box set videos, but sometimes there is an item that comes up that I either know I haven't got or I think I might not have, and generally speaking when that happens I'll just do a search, find one, buy it, because I want to present the videos accurately and correctly, and that's what I normally do. Now the next video that's coming up, which I know is 1973, I was missing one item, to the best of my knowledge that is, and that item was a Triang SR mineral wagon. And yes, so of course I'm on eBay, like I say, having a drink, checking it out, and I stumble across this. And this, believe it or not, was up 6 of them, £18.50 free shipping for 6. I mean, there were others, they were like 4 quid, 5 quid, £3.99, you know, but come on, man, 6 for £18.50 free shipping. So I grabbed them and I've got them, and it's already been recorded for a part of that 1973 video, so that's coming up pretty soon as well. Well, this one now, we're back to Helgen again, who makes some fantastic stuff, as I'm sure you already know. This is the Class 28 in BR Green, the Kobo, or Boko, whichever way you want to say it. I think we're going to be pretty safe to probably take this one out because it's not articulated, so let's just carefully lift her out and let you have a look. There we go. Yeah, fantastic. D5702. Apart from, like I said, a test run, I haven't featured her in anything yet, but of course there's plenty of options for that to happen as time goes through. I can probably do about 3 million videos before I run out of stock. No, I think I'm exaggerating a bit at 3 million, but you know what I mean. Yep, there it is. Yeah, beautiful Helgen stuff again. So we'll carefully put her back in the box and move on to the next one. Let's do it. Okie dokie, and staying with Helgen yet again, here is my beautiful EM2, made by Helgen specially for Olivia's trains. Brand new, spanker. I love this, the Class 77, I'm sure it is a Class 77, yeah. Yeah, 27002, the running number. Yep, this is in black BR, obviously. It's a corker. Now, I'm not going to say much here, but I do have some plans for this, along with something else. I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm not going to give the game away until I'm ready to do the video itself. But like I say, that's the EM2, specially made for Olivia's trains. Absolutely beautiful, really heavy. I cannot fault it any way, shape or form. Right, let's carry on again. Now this is absolutely pure coincidence, but we are staying with Helgen even yet again. Now here we've got the Class 53 Falcon prototype, as I say, made by Helgen. This came from eBay, excuse me, came from eBay about a week or so ago, and unfortunately it arrived damaged, with this section had been broken off the front. It's had some kind of detail added to it, really. I don't think that bar was original on either end, but either way, you know, that was damaged. And of course I got in touch with the seller, sent a photo as you do, and we came to a massively good agreement. I fix it, but I get it for 50 quid. Well, you know, they're normally 130 quid-ish plus. Admittedly, it's second hand, but for 50 quid, I ain't complaining. And there's no box with it, but I ain't complaining about that either. I can deal with that, not a problem. But I can certainly show it to you. So, get her up here gently. There we go. It runs mint. Yep. Let you have a look. There you go. There she is. Other than that broken section here off the front, which, like I say, I can quite easily, you know, re-glue. I'm quite capable of doing that. Getting it for 50 quid instead of like 79 was definitely worth hanging on to it and doing the job myself. So that's it. I mean, I do. Oh yeah, the fan, one of the fan grills is off, but that's no big deal. I can glue that back on as well. I've got that in the box. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, I have actually done a video on quite a few of the British prototypes. If you haven't seen it, I mean, when I say prototypes, it covers mainly diesel, really. But things like Kestrel and Lion, the APT-E Experimental, D10000, D10001, they're all prototypes, and they are featured in a video not long ago, well, a while ago now, but this one I didn't have at the time. So basically now, with Falcon here, I've pretty much got all of the prototype diesels BR, so that's brilliant. Okay guys, now we're on to 3 items which are completely different to all the kind of things you've been seeing already, but I will explain. About 4 videos or so back, Thomas and I did a video about all the various versions of Thomas the Tank Engine, the actual loco, as in number 1. excuse me, well, it was more Thomas's video than mine, but we did it together, kind of. But it was his idea, basically. Right, now, in that video, he introduced us to 3 locomotives made by Backman, which are the exact same body as one of the Backman Thomas the Tank engines, but they weren't, of course, Thomas the Tank engine. One was called Stuart, one's called Billy, and the other one's got a number which I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you have seen that video, you may remember at the time that I said to Thomas, I love these 3 little locomotives, they're really cute, I'm going to have to get them. And I have actually succeeded in doing so. So this is the first one, number 49, which is Stuart. Now this one does come, this is an X set, so there was no body with it, sorry, no box with it, but of course I'm not worried about that. But yeah, this one, the blue one, Stuart here, it comes with a DCC fitted look, and it runs really slow. So I have literally, for the moment, I have taken the DCC chip out. I've got a box full of DCC chips anyway, or a drawer full of them I should say, what I've taken out of locomotives, because at the moment I'm on DC only, so I'm quite happy to not have them in. But of course at a later date, when I do a new layout, I will of course then dedicate maybe 1 or 2 lines for DCC. But there's Stuart, the blue one, number 49. Number 2 of the 3 then is this red one, which does come boxed. This one I did get as a separate item boxed. No name, but it's numbered 2005, but as you can see it's clearly the same locomotive, Backman. These are called Backman Junior, which is basically, I would imagine it's kind of the version of starter sets or kiddie sets, whatever. But I just loved these 3 little locos when Thomas brought them round. I was just adamant I had to have them, and of course I now have all 3. Of course that's the second one of the 3. And so for the third one, that came in this set here, look, Puffin Billy, again Backman Branchline Junior set, really mint condition. The seller said it hadn't really been used. Comes with a circular track, second radius curves, they are brand new. The item has not been run, so I was quite happy to buy it as a set, because these second radius curves, which will, even though the Backman, they are compatible with all other versions of track, English, Pico, blah blah blah. So I'm happy, because when I do the new layout I'm almost certainly going to use them. So I'll just take the lid off and let you have a look, move that out the way, and quite simply I'm going to keep it as a set because it's nice, it's cute. So I'll just kind of lift it up and let you have a look. So there you go, there's Billy, number 4, look, that's the green one there. And then of course we've got the any mineral wagon, and then we've got the English China wagon, and a brake, and of course it's got the controller and the transformer, and the track is actually on the next layer down. But that gives me all 3 of these little locos, mint condition, all of them. Really pleased about all of that. So yeah, we're nearly there, but still some more to show you. Now this one, guys, is a Backman, absolutely brand new, but it's X set, so I only got it in the polystyrene bit. And this also came from another model railway exhibition here in Nottingham, very recently as well. And like always, I can't go to a model railway exhibition and not buy something. So I got this, like I say, it's brand new. This is an N Class 260 from Backman in malachite green. I'll just bring her up and show you. The tender is fixed to her, and she's absolutely gorgeous. Yep, there she is, running number 1854. Typical Backman quality. Can't fault it anyway whatsoever. Again, I have test runner, and well, being brand new, she's absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's another one, another recent addition to the collection. Now, a little earlier on in this video, I'm sure you'll remember I did say to you that I bought 3 of the American Dash 9s last week on eBay, and I showed you the Operation Lifesaver one. Well, here's number 2. Nothing's actually dropped off this one, so at the moment I've got nothing to put back on, but yeah, there it is. absolutely spiffing. Again, I don't see any point in taking it out the polystyrene because they're only the same on the other side anyway. But there it is, Norfolk Southern 8979. Yep, beautiful. And I got all three. In fact, I got 4 of them actually. One of them I'd already got, but I got that especially for my friend Eric in Slovenia. He needed it for a job he has to do. But yeah, so that's that one. Cool. And finally then, to round up this video of relatively new items I've acquired over the past 4 or 5 weeks, we've got this one. This is my all-time favourite livery of any locomotive. I just love the Santa Fe red, silver, yellow surround livery. It's just beautiful. Again, this is a -9, one of the ones I scored about a week or so ago. Again, you can see it's beautiful, numbered 600. Love this livery, honestly, I really do. Yep, and again, there's nothing falling off this one, so there's nothing I've got to actually put back on. Not that that's a big deal to do anyway, but I say the price was great on all 4 of them, and one of them I've sent to Eric because I'd already got it. It was a B&N, and I'd already got that one, so that got sent out to Eric in Slovenia for a job. But there you go, that's it. Now look, it's the first time I've ever shown any new items, so I mean, I will do it from time to time if you enjoyed the video, you know, every couple of months or more, I don't know, just as I buy stuff in, we'll see how it goes. But look, hope you've enjoyed it. So as always I say, good night, God bless, look after yourselves and each other, be good, be happy, be healthy, enjoy your life, and yeah, I won't be long before I'm back. I ain't going nowhere. See you everyone, bye.